Afternoon is the head coach of the Overton Mustang baseball team, Coach Christopher Cook. Coach, how are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. Not as good as you, though, because your team is headed to the state semifinals after sweeping Beckville yesterday, 11-5 in game one and 14-4 in game two. So, Coach, take me back to yesterday playing a doubleheader in the regional finals. What was going through your mind yesterday, and what was the atmosphere of the team, and what was your mood like after the game, punching your ticket to the state semis?
All week we just kind of harped on just because we beat them once doesn't mean we're going to go out there and automatically do it again. Everything that we do, it has to be earned. I don't care if anybody says we're deserving of anything. We don't deserve anything until we go out there and earn it. And my goodness, man, they went out there and they balled, and they definitely earned it. It was, oh man, it was just great.
Well, and usually as you get deeper into the playoffs, the games get a little tighter, right? But the regional semis seemed a little tougher for you than the regional finals, with a series against Gary where you dropped the first game 2-1 and then came back to win 7-5 and 3-1. So you had a good area round where you swept Sims Bowie and then you won by district over La Pointer. What's this postseason run been like for your team? Have you seen them getting better week to week, or what do you think the team is like right now?
So the biggest thing that we've harped on is just staying together and kind of finding how we mesh together as a team, and putting the pieces together at the right times. That's definitely played a big role. Being able to keep the bats hot. Like you said, we dropped game one to Gary. Obviously, we didn't hit very well that game, but then we responded the next day. Backs against the wall, and it showed what kind of character and how they respond to adversity.
Well, and let's talk about this season a little bit. A 29-7 record. You've had a good year overall, like I said, and making it to the state semifinals. But what has this year been like? How much improvement have you seen from the team from that first game to just the one last night that you played?
So overall, at the beginning of the season, we didn't have any of our basketball players, so we kind of relied on a lot of younger guys to just kind of step up and get some of that varsity type game experience. And those guys, they played a pivotal role. Our first game of the season was against La Pointer, and La Pointer had us. They were, I want to say, it was like 9-1 going into the sixth inning, and then our younger guys, they came in and they stepped up in big spots, and it just kind of shows, like I said, the adversity that we've faced and been able to overcome. And as the season progressed, we've taken our lumps. We've had our games where things didn't go our way, calls didn't go our way, whatever it may be. But at each and every game, they've come out and they've responded in a positive way and gotten better and grown as a team.
Well, and we talked about it before we came on here too. I was asking you because it's Overton athletics. The past couple of years have been on the up and up, right? Football's been improving, basketball, everything's been kind of on the up and up in Overton. And we were talking the last time that the baseball team made the state semifinals was 2011. So about 14 years ago is the last time that the baseball team made it this far. What has the community support been like from Overton to see the baseball team kind of making this deep run again?
Oh man, the community support is just overwhelming. I don't know if you saw pictures or video of how many people were truly there last night, but man, it just felt like, oh gosh, like it should be a round four playoff game. And man, the fans showed out, and they played a huge part. They were nothing but positive vibes all around. People cheering us on. I saw people that I've never seen in the community out there before, and so people are coming out of the woodworks to come watch us. And man, it's just a great feeling.
And that's what makes you want to keep it going, right? That's the feeling that makes you want to keep going. So in the state semis, you're going to be playing either Shiner or Burton. Now I know I don't know the details of their series or anything, but do you have any plans to go out and watch some of their games? And what do you know about those two teams?
So obviously they're a little further south than we are. I forgot where they're playing today, but it's about 4.5 hours away. So I'll be watching on NFHS and scouting from there. We have graduation tonight, and that's why we played last night, potentially Friday. Luckily, it didn't come to that. But, in between graduation, I'll be peeking in, seeing how they're doing. I know both teams are great programs. Historically, Shiner, I think they've made the state semis the last 5 years in a row. Haven't been able to push through that, and hopefully we can be the ones to stop the 6 year in a row. If it is Shiner,
Yeah,
obviously.
either way, you're hoping to stop whoever it is that next week. Now, something that's a little different this year, they broke everything down into two divisions for all the sports, not just football. So the 2A D2 bracket is what Overton's in. What are your feelings on that? Are you a fan of them splitting it into divisions, or how do you feel about it?
Uh, I'm kind of mixed emotions on it. Obviously, it's played to our favor. I guess I could say I like it a little more than how it was before. It's kind of evens the playing field a little bit. There's schools that we played last year, they have an enrollment of 250, and we have 149 kids in our school. Like that's a big difference when it comes to picking and choosing who you got.
Yeah, no doubt, for sure. Well, Coach, we're proud of you over here, and best of luck in the state semis next week. And as soon as you get that information, let us know so we can keep up with you. But congratulations on the season, Coach. Best of luck next week, and we'll talk to you down the road.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.